Hi, I'm Rich Callahan, Service Manager at Air Services Heating and Air, and I would like to talk to you about filters, when to change them, and what type of filters to use for your home. I have a black mat sitting down here because I want to show you a demonstration of a filter that typically, probably over 50% of the people use. Now, the difference between a filter and an air cleaner, briefly, is a filter is mainly designed to protect just the furnace or the equipment. And even those levels are different. But if you really have asthma, allergies, hay fever, any type of filter is not designed to do anything for your home. It's just to protect your equipment. Now, this filter is a typical filter. We actually paid 84 cents at the hardware store, and we bought this filter just for demonstration. And what I'd like to show to you is how this filter works. Now, this is a very porous fiberglass filter, and I have a package of Sweet and Low, which would represent some dust in your home. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to open this up, and I'm just going to open this Sweet and Low up and pour it on top of this filter. And as you can see, that's what passed through on this black mat is nothing but big granules of Sweet and Low. Now, if you want to protect your equipment, the minimum filter that you need for your house is a pleated media filter, a 1-inch filter. Now, this filter here, we're going to do the same demonstration, and I'll go ahead and flip this over like this. And I'll get a pack of Sweet and Low. Open it up. I'm going to pour this on to the filter. Now, as you can see, nothing comes through this filter. Now, this filter is going to protect your equipment a lot better than one of these type of filters. I would never ever use this type of filter in your heating and air conditioning system. It's the worst thing you can do for your system. Now, if you want to try to, with more surface area, a little bit higher rating, you also have the same pleated filter with a 2-inch, sometimes 5-inch, 4-inch media filter. Now, this is going to give you more surface area, and it's going to allow a little bit better airflow with a little bit better filtration on the house, and you start getting into higher MERV ratings, which stop a little bit more. Now, when you get into the 3M filters or the high-dollar allergen filters in your house, they do stop allergens, but what they're not telling you is what particle size. 95% of all of the airborne allergens in your house are below 0.5 microns. And most of the time the 3M filters don't catch down to 0.5 microns. So you really got to watch the type of filters that you have in your house. If you have asthma, allergies, or hay fever, I would strongly suggest getting into a polarized air cleaner. Now, this family here has chose to pick a whole indoor allergy system. That's an air purification system. As you can see here, they have a germicidal light. A germicidal light's mounted into the system, and it allows for common cold, influenza. It counts for a lot of different chemicals and stuff that you have in your home. It actually neutralizes and cleans the air that way of submicronical particles. They also pick what we call a dynamic filter. Now, there we are going to change a dynamic filter, and I want to show you this filter's been in for about 4 months, and it's ready to replace. This is probably the best filter that you can put in your home without causing too much airflow restriction. Now, this filter plugs in to the wiring on your furnace. You just simply unplug it, and we're going to slide this filter out. And as you can see, this filter is really loaded up with stuff, and you can see the dust on it. But the main thing to see is see how dark it is even on the back side, because this filter actually polarizes everything that goes through it, and it gets 97% of all allergen particles and pollutants out of your house down to 0.3 microns. This will even eliminate odor because it has a charcoal base, but it polarizes, so it uses the entire filter, not just the surface area. Like we talked about earlier with the 3M filters, you really got to be careful with those filters because they have a high probability of clogging up. It's a high static filter, and the static creates a lot of extra heat and reduces the airflow across your unit, which could in turn raise your utility bills and also prematurely cause a malfunction in your system, whether heat exchangers or compressor in your air conditioner. Now this system here has a screen, and we're going to replace the media, and mainly we're just going to open this out. We're going to take this out, and as you can see how dirty it is all the way through the system, and we're just going to set that aside. And we usually take this aside, and this screen just kind of catches everything. You kind of want to brush this off a little bit. Now this is a new one. You can see how bright it is all the way through. If you hold it up, you can see the charcoal center to it. The charcoal is what electrifies in this, and it stops all the particles. But the main thing that you want to do is you just want to open this up. You want to put this new filter in. Just like that. You want to see where that probe is? Close this filter like this. It's like having a brand new filter every 4 months, electronic filter. Now you see a lot of the big filters, the hydrostatic filters, and this is a whole house filter. It's not like the Ionic Breeze or the Oryx or the Pure Airs that just do one room at a time, that you would actually have to buy an air cleaner for every room. This does the entire home. It turns your heating and air conditioning system into a complete air purification system. So you only need one filter, one germicidal light to take care of your entire home. And unlike a lot of the other electronic filters that you can get for your air conditioner that have big plates that you have to wash in the dishwasher, the problem with those is the electro process plates those, creates a coating on them, and they lose their effect after a few months. This way, every 4 months you change the media. It's like getting a brand new polarized air cleaner every single time you put a media in. So we put this media in, it slides right back into where an existing filter would have went. And that's the other good thing about this. It'll work in virtually every single heating and air system that's made. So I plugged it back in. I tucked the cord in. We slide the filter door back on. And that's it. And now these people are going to enjoy fresh air, a brand new filter for the next 4 months. They don't have to worry about their entire system. Now, like I said, we can put in a complete air purification system in your home, or we can, if you have any questions about the filters that you do want to put in your home, you can get a hold of us at airservicesheatac.com and look at the tech support and ask a tech a question, or you can call me, Rich Callahan, the service manager, at 866-1460.